The Firecrawl Interact endpoint lets you control a scraped web page, so click buttons, fill forms, log in, and much more. You just describe what you want in plain English, or if you want full control, you can write code. Let's go through how to use it. So I've set up Firecrawl using the Node SDK, but you could also use the Python SDK, curl, the CLI, and many other options. Interact always starts with a scrape. So here I scrape the Firecrawl doc site, then grab the scrapeId, which is a handle to a real browser session in a secure cloud sandbox that Firecrawl spins up. Then the ID is passed as an argument to the interact function, which allows me to interact with the page using a prompt to search the docs for rate limits. Then I'm logging the output before stopping the interaction. So when I run the file, the agent takes a snapshot of the page to find out the elements it can interact with, and when it's done, it gives me a natural language response to my prompt. Each interact call reuses the same browser session, so the state carries over between calls, meaning I can chain a second call on top of the first, which is useful for breaking prompts into separate calls, instead of having one giant prompt that does everything to improve the agent's accuracy. And if you want to watch the agent while it works to make sure it's doing things correctly, you can do that by accessing the live view URL and watch the browser work in real time. And there's also an interactive live view URL, which is the same thing, but users can type and click into the browser themselves, which is useful for things like logging in. And of course, if you want full control instead of relying on a prompt, you can just write code directly using Playwright either with the Node or Python API, or write agent browser commands, which is a CLI pre-installed onto the sandbox. You can even create profiles to save and reuse browser states across sessions, so things like cookies and local storage are persisted, meaning you don't have to log in over and over again whenever you use Interact. And that's a quick overview of the Interact endpoint. There's a lot more you can do with it, so I recommend checking out our documentation if you plan to use it in a project.